I'm sorry for the jump in area here. My system just decided to completely screw over my it decided to completely screw me over because it automatically pressed it. The share menu came up despite me not meaning to press the button if pressing it at all. So basic gist of things, we've got to, I think they called it the transept. Alexander doesn't want to be killed, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Let's just get on with it and try to ignore the
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
oh. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Forget what? Alright, so wait, can I go read a thing in that other room? Which direction was it? I think it was this one. Also, I think it missed it, but there was a bit of orb in this room right there. Ah, yeah, we can. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cried loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. This game is lovely.
That little bitch.
As is demonstrated with that lovely bit of language there. Trying to keep it family friendly, yo. Sounds like someone getting sawed up in here. Looks like someone was... what's more... I don't even know what's more disgusting, their faces or that. Yo. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flowing from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Frickin' sawed his frickin' knob off. Disgusting. There. Okay. That... They said torture rooms. These were the only 3 torture rooms in here, and I've got 3 orb pieces, so let's go back to... Agrippa. I'd like to know what wood is creaking when this place is mainly stone. Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate, grants a certain form of pride. Yeah, but I'm quite sure... Yeah, whatever.
You get it.
Yes, me again.
Also, all pieces used in the transept. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Can I safely assume that the choir is this way? Oh, I'm running out of oil. Door. Candle. There we go. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige. But how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. Poisonous fungi, okay. Wait, like this. Anyhow, I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Just casually noting it. Lovely. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kerink. Whatever. I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Wait. So is that what's in the water? Or the well, or whatever? The glowy thing! In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in peace, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, not aged not by time, but by anguish. What are you talking about? You write incessant amounts of things. Oh. Well, that broke. No, it didn't. Wow, I need me some of these. Choir. Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. Good for you. Rituals in him. After the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Yep. Ah,
15th
what?
of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry.
Oh,
No time to
dear.
spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Take the man, cut the lines. Take the man, cut the lines. Leave the man cries. Now you see. I did well.
You're going insane, mate.
One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Random blood drops or rose petals or whatever falling from nowhere. Why is there another? Is it? Yeah. Why is there another? That was such filthy thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Who, the good men or the filthy men? This looks fun.
What are my intentions, Daniel?
I don't know.
Salvation.
Oh.
It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Then why are neither of us dead? Yeah, whatever. Hi. Ugh. Oh, hey. Okay, so there were 6 and I have 4. Okay. A lot of bells in this game. Ding, ding, ding. Hi there. I'm not hurt, but I'm going insane. Then again, I would argue that Daniel's already... What? Yeah. I would argue that Daniel's already kind of insane. Withdraw your shadow from my domain. Blah, 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 blah. So it's your domain now, is it? Yep. Hi. I can hear you scuttling about. You knob.